Alright, let's talk about 40K today. So, in the last video, we talked about, well, just the awfulness of Old Night and the dark age of technology and all of the really just downright fucked up shit that could just happen to you as a human back then. But now, we're going to talk about the guy and the moments that got us out of that shit. The Emperor and the Unification Wars, because the Great Crusade hasn't started yet. We're not even fucking close to the Great Crusade. We gotta conquer Earth first, and Earth is the most difficult. Like I said in the last video, you know all of the awfulness of Old Night? Imagine every bad thing. You have the aliens, the demons, the Men of Iron. You got all of it wrapped together into one bad package. Now imagine all of it on the same fucking planet. The source of all of the problems. And all magnified by like a good metric fuckload, aka 11, breaking the scale. Yeah, no, Earth was the worst planet and the most difficult to conquer. And of course the Emperor decided, let's just get the hard shit out of the fucking way. I don't want to deal with it. And that's what he slowly did. He made his armies of soldiers. He started off with just convincing people, hey, join me. Why? It's a great idea. Look at me. I am, a good leader. And yeah, so he had maybe a couple of nations under his belt. And then with that, he kind of just started slowly conquering and realized, wow, this is way too fucking hard with regular people. I need people that are more. And, well, he created the epitome of the super soldier right out the gate. Before the Thunder Warriors, before the Space Marines, there were the Adeptus Custodes. This was my first army. It is my most proud army. I am very, very happy with the Adeptus Custodes in every aspect. If you couldn't tell, I am the biggest fanboy of them. But anyway, so yeah, the Adeptus Custodes are 9 foot tall, sometimes 10 foot tall, demigods of war. It's said that if the Space Marines hunt and fight like a pack, these are lions. They are heroes and they stand alone. They do fight together. They fight phenomenally well together, in fact. But they don't have to. They're like, so I say this a lot with super soldiers, they're like Captain America. No. They are an army of Captain Americas. You're SEAL Team 6. Impressive. You are impressive. You're a Space Marine. You're a SEAL Team 6 guy. You are up there. You're not Captain America. I'm sorry. It's not even comparable. So yeah, no. So the Custodians are on the planet. They are fucking shit up. But there is a problem. They are expensive. Yeah, in the tumultitudes of 40K, there has only ever been 10,000 of these guys at one time, and there will only ever be 10,000. It's kind of how, you want to know why? They're expensive. Other than the Primarchs and the Emperor, they are the most expensive. Their armor and equipment could bankrupt entire worlds. That's how much they cost to manufacture. Yeah, they get the best of the best for one reason. For one reason. They have the one job. Protect Big E. That's it. They gotta protect Jimmy Space and make sure that anything he needs gets done. That's about it. So, you know how, like, the Primarchs and how, like, reflections of facets of the Emperor? Well, if I had to give the Custodians a facet, they would be the Emperor's unbridled focus, where if all the Custodians look at a problem, it will be solved. I'm sorry, it is what it is. If you send the 10,000 against the Tau Empire, they're gonna win. It's just straight up. Come at me, Tau fans. Come at me. Yeah, but no, they're that level of. They could probably wipe out a space empire. Why? We sent the 10,000. And he's got those guys, and they're not enough. Yet, listen to what I said. The 10,000 plus the Emperor and miniature armies of humans are not enough to conquer Earth. It's just not enough. There's too much shit. They got just entire armies of genetically modified humans, not like Space Marines, not like Thunder Warriors. No, these guys are, I'm showing you an image right now. This is a techno-barbarian. They're about the same size as Space Marines, except twice as strong and twice as crazy. Sorry, no, 4 times as crazy. They would gladly, for just a little jiffy laugh, juice people. What I mean by juice people, you can understand what I mean by that. Just look up the juicing of a fruit, apply it to a person. It's bad. It's so bad. And they didn't have to fight a war band, a group. No, armies. You can understand why the Emperor saw his situation and be like, yeah, I need help. And that's one side. Remember what I said earlier about the bad stuff from Old Knight? That's still there. And so he's like, okay, well, I need a shock troop. I need like something I can shit out and it be as effective, and I can afford to lose them. He created the Thunder Warriors. They were essentially the prototypes to Space Marines, except less stable and, less sane. They would walk into a city and it would be misted by the time it was over. The Emperor is like, cool, I'm glad you guys took the city. I'm glad. I needed the people in it, though. There's a thing called conquering. We need people to conquer for this planet to get together. And you just can't wipe them off the face. That's just not how we do things. And so the Emperor's like, okay, I need super soldiers, but I need them to be somewhat sane. And so he created the first round of Space Marines. But before he did that, he created the first of his sons, Lion L. Johnson. This is the first Primarch in the Primarch Project. Will I talk about more Primarchs in this video or further ones? Yes, but they have so much lore. They are like black holes for the plot. That's one genetic trait they all got from their daddy. Because the moment Big E shows up in any book or in any panel, it's just about him now. That's how it is with the Primarchs. Yep, so we're gonna quickly move past the Primarchs. So yeah, Primarchs are, his son is not born, he's in a test tube growing, and he's about to make his other kids, and he decided, you know what, I'm gonna use my son's genetics, because they're clearly superior, he handcrafted his kids. So a Primarch is like the in-between a Space Marine and the Emperor himself. They're like that third brand, they're like the third step. Or second step, you know what I mean? Before you get to pinnacle. So he said, okay, I'm going to use this Primarch's genetic code, and that will stabilize the Thunder Warrior prototypes. And it did. It really did. And it worked. And so he's like, great. I now have somewhat stable super soldiers that I can afford to lose-ish. It's like losing a plane. You don't want to lose them. But you can lose them. You can afford it. You can afford it. It's okay. And the Dark Angels were born. The first Space Marine chapter. And, well, they kicked ass. And the Thunder Warriors and the Custodians and everything, they basically conquered Earth. They beat back all the badness, all the terrible times. It was over, and they thought, wow, I cannot really wait to enjoy retirement. And then the Custodian said, hey dude, we got one more job for you. Can you meet us on this cool mountain called Ararat real quick? All the Thunder Warriors got slaughtered on that mountain. And then anyone who tried to leave got gunned down by their replacements called the Space Marines. Yeah, the Thunder Warriors got fucked up. There's maybe like only 2 or 3 that got out. But that's all we know about them. And then with their death, marks the end of the Unification Wars. That's right. Earth is conquered. The actual hardest part is over. And you can just feel the Emperor just give that big sigh of relief. All of his kids are in the test tubes now. The Earth's conquered. They're growing. He's making the Space Marine legions. It's going. This is the moment where he actually feels like, I have motion. I have real motion. I can do it. I could do it. And then the Chaos Gods look at him and they realize, the Emperor is a pretty big threat to our power here. Let's just try to kneecap him as best we can. And so they kidnapped his kids. And they flung them throughout the entire galaxy on different edges. And now the Space Marine legions are fatherless. And the grandfather of the Space Marines realizes, I can't win or reconquer the galaxy without my kids. Well, this is gonna slow down shit. I gotta find my kids again. But first, before he finds any of his sons, he needs to talk to Mars. Because he has, and I quote, almost no manufacturing. He is poor. But yeah, that's the end of this video and the end of the Unification Wars. I hope you all enjoyed it, and hey guys, don't forget to touch grass and just enjoy your day the best you can. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I love you all.